This is a heartfelt space to cherish memories, celebrate journeys, and remember the impact of personalities who touched our lives. At the same time, we'll share updates on WWE legend Seth Rollins, whose resilience and leadership behind the scenes keep shaping the world of wrestling. Subscribe now to stay connected and honor their inspiring legacies with us. Bushwhacker Butch, born Robert Miller on October 21, 1944, in Auckland, New Zealand, was a professional wrestling legend whose larger-than-life personality left a lasting mark on the sport. Best known as one half of the iconic tag team, the Bushwhackers, alongside his longtime partner Luke Williams, Butch captivated fans with his infectious energy, comedic flair, and unforgettable marching entrance. Before achieving international fame, Butch built a solid wrestling career across New Zealand and Australia. In the 1970s, he and Luke first joined forces as the Sheep Herders, a duo known for their intense, hard-hitting style that quickly earned them a dedicated following. Their performances were fierce and aggressive, making them a standout team in the wrestling circuits of the time. The turning point in their careers came with their transformation into the Bushwhackers. Embracing a playful, whimsical persona, the duo swapped their rough image for a fun-loving, approachable style that delighted audiences. From waving to fans to their signature march to the ring, Butch and Luke became synonymous with joy and entertainment, turning even the most casual viewers into loyal fans. Their charisma and charm made them stars in the late 1980s and 1990s WWF tag team scene, where they were involved in memorable matches and storylines that highlighted their unique appeal. Beyond the ring, Butch Miller was admired for his dedication to wrestling and his ability to connect with people through humor and heart. Even after retiring from active competition, he remained a beloved figure in the wrestling community. When he passed away at the age of 78, fans and peers alike celebrated a life devoted to bringing smiles and excitement to audiences worldwide. Butch's legacy lives on through the Bushwhackers, who remain an enduring symbol of fun, friendship, and the joy that wrestling can bring. A reminder that sometimes the most memorable moments in sports come not just from skill, but from pure, unbridled personality. Rocky Johnson, born on August 24, 1944, in Amherst, Nova Scotia, Canada, was more than just a professional wrestler. He was a trailblazer, a mentor, and a father whose influence would ripple through generations. Growing up in Canada, Rocky discovered a love for sports and performance early on, and by the 1960s, he had stepped into the world of professional wrestling. Competing across Canada and the United States, he quickly became known for his combination of charisma, athleticism, and an undeniable presence in the ring. At a time when professional wrestling was overwhelmingly dominated by white athletes, Rocky broke barriers with his talent and determination. In the late 1970s, he achieved national recognition in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, where he teamed with Tony Atlas to form one of the first African-American tag teams to capture widespread acclaim. Their victory in winning the WWF World Tag Team Championship wasn't just a career highlight, it was a historic moment, inspiring countless wrestlers who came after them. Rocky's in-ring style, blending agility with power, made him a fan favorite, and his energy and showmanship left a lasting impression on audiences everywhere. Beyond the accolades, Rocky Johnson had a profound impact behind the scenes. He guided and mentored younger wrestlers, sharing his knowledge, discipline, and passion for the craft. His influence was especially significant for his son, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who would go on to become one of the most iconic figures in wrestling and entertainment. Even after retiring in the 1990s, Rocky stayed connected to the wrestling world, helping shape its future as a trainer and promoter. In 2008, his contributions were formally recognized with induction into the WWE Hall of Fame, cementing his place in wrestling history. Rocky Johnson passed away at the age of 75, but his legacy as a pioneer, mentor, and beloved performer continues to inspire both fans and wrestlers around the world. Jose Manuel Guillen, better known by his ring name Mr. Niebla, was born on February 22, 1973, and grew to become one of the most beloved figures in Mexican wrestling. From the moment he stepped into the ring, he captivated audiences with a mix of athleticism, creativity, and charisma that set him apart. Mr. Niebla's style was a unique blend of high-flying maneuvers, technical skill, and comedic timing, making every match not just a contest, but a performance filled with energy and personality. Debuting in the early 1990s, he quickly carved out a place for himself in the world of Lucha Libre, embracing the tradition of the mask while creating a persona that was unmistakably his own. His performances were full of surprises, whether executing breathtaking aerial moves, engaging in clever antics, or connecting with fans through his infectious humor. Mr. Niebla made the ring feel alive. He became especially known for his work with Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre, CMLL, where he was a mainstay and a fan favorite for years. His presence brought both excitement and warmth to the shows, and he became a figure many younger wrestlers looked up to. Tragically, Mr. Niebla passed away on December 23, 2019, at just 46 years old. His death left a profound void in the world of Mexican wrestling, but his spirit continues to resonate. Fans remember him not only for the incredible athletic feats he performed in the ring, but for the joy and laughter he brought to every performance. His legacy is one of creativity, passion, and heart, a reminder of why he remains an enduring icon in the world of Lucha Libre. Even after his passing, Mr. Niebla continues to inspire and entertain, his influence still felt by those who loved and admired him. Nelson Frazier Jr., better known to wrestling fans as Mabel, Viscera, and Big Daddy V, was born on February 14, 1971, in Memphis, Tennessee. Towering and imposing, he became a memorable figure in professional wrestling, known not just for his size but for his charisma and ability to bring larger-than-life characters to life. Frazier began making waves in the early 1990s as Mabel in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF. He formed the energetic, hip-hop-inspired tag team Men on a Mission alongside Mo under the guidance of their manager Oscar. The team quickly captured fans' attention, winning the WWF Tag Team Championship in 1994. Mabel's momentum didn't stop there. He went on to win the 1995 King of the Ring tournament, transforming into the imposing King Mabel. As a heel, he engaged in high-profile feuds, most notably challenging Diesel for the WWF Championship, proving he could command the ring both physically and theatrically. After stepping away briefly, Frazier returned in 1999 as Viscera, joining The Undertaker's sinister Ministry of Darkness. With his menacing presence and raw power, Viscera became a key enforcer, contributing to some of the most memorable storylines of the era. In the mid-2000s, Frazier reinvented himself once again as Big Daddy V, bringing a new intensity to WWE's ECW brand. Managed by Matt Striker, he squared off against notable names like CM Punk and Kane, leaving an impression as a dominant force in the ring. Nelson Frazier Jr. passed away on February 18, 2014, following a heart attack. While his life was tragically cut short, his legacy lives on. Whether as Mabel, Viscera, or Big Daddy V, Frazier's ability to entertain and captivate audiences with his versatility and larger-than-life persona ensures he remains a beloved figure in wrestling history. Tarzan Goto, born on August 16, 1963, in Japan, was a professional wrestling icon whose energy, charisma, and dedication left an indelible mark on the sport. He passed away at the age of 58, leaving behind a legacy that continues to resonate with fans and wrestlers alike. Goto's journey in wrestling began in the late 1980s, a period when Japanese wrestling was gaining international attention. From the outset, he stood out, not just for his physical ability, but for the way he could capture the crowd's imagination. He competed in several major promotions, including New Japan Pro Wrestling, NJPW, and All Japan Pro Wrestling, AJPW, consistently impressing with his dynamic style. Agile yet powerful, Goto had a unique gift for blending high-flying maneuvers with hard-hitting strikes, making each match unpredictable and electrifying. Over the years, he collected multiple championships, proving that his talent matched his work ethic. His achievements in tag team wrestling were particularly memorable, as he formed partnerships with several prominent wrestlers, creating combinations that thrilled audiences and elevated the matches he was in. Yet beyond the titles and accolades, it was Goto's genuine connection with fans and his in-ring storytelling that truly set him apart. Outside the spotlight, Goto was equally respected. He was passionate about nurturing the next generation of wrestlers, often mentoring younger talent and sharing his experiences and knowledge. Many wrestlers have spoken about how his guidance helped shape their careers, reflecting the generosity and dedication he carried beyond the ring. The news of his passing was met with sadness across the wrestling community, with fans and colleagues remembering him not only for his skill, but for his warmth, humor, and unwavering love for the sport. Tarzan Goto was more than a wrestler. He was a force of energy and inspiration, someone who poured his heart into every match and every lesson he imparted. His influence remains alive in the wrestlers he mentored and the countless fans who cheered him over the decades. In the world of professional wrestling, his spirit and contributions will not be forgotten. Adrian Adonis, born Keith Franca on September 15, 1954, was an American professional wrestler whose charisma and bold persona left an indelible mark on the wrestling world. He began his career in the 1970s, carving out a reputation as a rugged biker-type character. Often seen in leather jackets and exuding a rebellious attitude, Adonis quickly stood out for his toughness and in-ring skill. Gaining recognition in the American Wrestling Association, AWA, and later in the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, now WWE. In the mid-1980s, Adonis reinvented himself with the adorable Adrian Adonis gimmick, a character that was daringly flamboyant for its time. With bleached blonde hair, flashy outfits, and over-the-top mannerisms, he played a villain who provoked strong reactions from fans. His feuds, particularly with Roddy Piper, became legendary. The Piper's Pit segments, where Adonis often found himself in outrageous confrontations, and their heated showdown at WrestleMania 3 in 1987, are still remembered as defining moments in wrestling history. Tragically, Adonis's life and career were cut short when he died in a car accident in Lewisport, Newfoundland, at just 33 years old. His sudden passing shocked the wrestling world, leaving fans and colleagues mourning a vibrant personality gone too soon. Yet Adrian Adonis's legacy lives on. He is remembered not only for his in-ring talent, but for challenging the norms of wrestling character work, bringing humor, flair, and unpredictability to the sport. Today, he is celebrated as a pioneer who left a lasting impression on wrestling fans and performers alike. Seth Rollins, born Colby Daniel Lopez, is a name synonymous with excellence, innovation, and determination in the world of professional wrestling. From his early days on the independent circuit to becoming one of WWE's most celebrated superstars, Rollins has captivated audiences with his athleticism, versatility, and willingness to take risks inside the ring. Yet behind the accolades, championships, and unforgettable moments, Rollins' journey has been shaped by a series of challenging injuries that tested his physical and mental fortitude. His story is not just about the spectacle of professional wrestling. It is a tale of human perseverance, resilience, and the constant pursuit of greatness, despite obstacles that could have derailed any athlete's career. Over the years, Rollins has repeatedly faced setbacks that would have ended many careers, but his unwavering determination and meticulous approach to recovery have allowed him not only to return, but to thrive, consistently redefining what it means to be a top-tier WWE superstar. Major injuries throughout his career. In November 2015, Rollins experienced the most significant setback of his career, an incident that would profoundly test both his body and mind. During a WWE live event in Dublin, Ireland, Rollins was defending his WWE Championship against Kane, attempting a high-risk maneuver, a sunset flip powerbomb. The move did not land as intended, and his knee buckled under the impact, immediately signaling a severe injury. Medical evaluations revealed a devastating combination of a torn anterior cruciate ligament, ACL, medial collateral ligament, MCL, and medial meniscus, requiring urgent surgical intervention. This injury not only forced Rollins to relinquish his hard-earned WWE Championship, but also sidelined him for approximately 6 months. The rehabilitation process that followed was both physically grueling and emotionally taxing. Under the care of Dr. James Andrews, a world-renowned orthopedic surgeon, Rollins embarked on an intensive program of physical therapy, conditioning, and careful progression of his in-ring activity. His determination to return was evident to fans and peers alike. And when he made his highly anticipated comeback at Extreme Rules in May 2016, the arena erupted with applause, signaling not just the return of a champion, but the return of a fighter who refused to be defined by injury. This incident marked a pivotal moment in his career, highlighting the fragility of a wrestler's body, the importance of medical support, and the unwavering mental resilience required to overcome setbacks of such magnitude. However, as is often the case in high-impact sports, injuries have a way of returning, especially when the body is pushed to its limits repeatedly. On January 30th, 2017, Rollins suffered another knee injury, this time inflicted during an altercation with Samoa Joe on Monday Night Raw. The torn MCL, though less severe than the 2015 injury, struck at a particularly critical moment in his career. Rollins had been scheduled to face Triple H at WrestleMania 33, one of the most high-profile events in WWE, and the timing of the injury threatened to derail months of planning and build-up. Yet true to his resilient nature, Rollins approached recovery with a methodical strategy, balancing medical guidance with his desire to remain an active competitor. He incorporated a knee brace into his gear, adjusted his in-ring style where necessary, and returned to deliver a performance against Triple H that was widely praised for both athleticism and storytelling. This period underscored a recurring theme in Rollins' career: the interplay between physical vulnerability and the relentless drive to perform at the highest level, even in the face of pain and uncertainty. As the years progressed, Rollins' knees continued to be a source of concern, reflecting the long-term toll of years of high-impact maneuvers, repeated strain, and intense competition. Between 2023 and 2024, reports emerged indicating that he had been wrestling with chronic knee issues, including a torn meniscus and MCL. Unlike earlier injuries that required immediate surgical intervention, Rollins opted to manage these conditions through a combination of rehabilitation, physical therapy, and carefully monitored in-ring activity. The decision to continue performing while addressing chronic pain reflects a broader trend among elite athletes, where long-term career planning and management of physical health become critical considerations. Despite ongoing discomfort, Rollins remained a mainstay on WWE programming, a testament to his professionalism, commitment, and deep passion for the sport he loves. These chronic issues, while not sidelining him for extended periods, nevertheless require constant vigilance, illustrating the delicate balance between ambition, performance, and self-care that defines the careers of high-level athletes. Addressing the rumors. Separating fact from speculation. Inevitably, when a performer of Rollins' stature experiences injuries, speculation and rumors begin to circulate. His history of knee injuries has fueled conversations about his potential retirement, the necessity of further surgery, and whether his performance in the ring might be compromised. One of the most persistent rumors is that Rollins is on the verge of retirement. While understandable given his injury history, there is no concrete evidence to suggest that he is preparing to step away from WWE. On the contrary, he continues to compete at an elite level, maintaining a rigorous schedule that includes regular appearances on television and major pay-per-view events. Another common misconception is that Rollins is facing immediate surgery and will be out of action for an extended period. While he has acknowledged the challenges posed by chronic knee pain, he has not indicated that urgent surgical intervention is necessary. Instead, his approach has emphasized ongoing physical therapy, rehabilitation, and strategic workload management, allowing him to continue performing without compromising long-term health. Similarly, some have suggested that his knee issues make him a liability in the ring. Observers who have followed his recent matches can attest to the opposite. Rollins continues to adapt his style, employ precautionary measures when needed, and deliver performances that are both technically sound and emotionally compelling, demonstrating a level of professionalism that belies his physical struggles. Rumors of WWE permanently reducing his in-ring schedule have also circulated. While the company often manages top superstars' schedules to prevent burnout and extend career longevity, Rollins' current schedule reflects a careful balance rather than any indication of imminent retirement, further underscoring the meticulous planning behind the scenes to protect one of the company's most valuable assets. The mental and emotional toll of injuries in professional wrestling are never purely physical. The psychological and emotional challenges they bring can be just as significant. Rollins has spoken candidly about the mental strain that accompanies rehabilitation, uncertainty about performance capabilities, and the pressure to return to the spotlight. The journey back from a major injury can be isolating, filled with anxiety about re-injury, and punctuated by moments of frustration as progress sometimes feels slow or uncertain. Rollins has credited much of his ability to navigate these challenges to the support of his family, friends, and particularly his wife, fellow WWE superstar Becky Lynch. This support system provides both emotional stability and motivation, reminding him that his identity extends beyond in-ring performance and that his perseverance has a ripple effect on those who care about him. Balancing the mental and physical aspects of recovery is a delicate process, especially for someone whose identity is so closely tied to athletic performance. Rollins' transparency about his struggles resonates with fans and peers alike, illustrating that even elite athletes face moments of doubt and vulnerability. Yet it is precisely this combination of determination, transparency, and careful management that allows him to continue performing at a high level despite the challenges. His journey demonstrates that resilience is not merely about returning to action, but about cultivating patience, mental toughness, and strategic decision-making that protect both immediate performance and long-term well-being. Navigating career longevity in WWE. Given the high-impact nature of professional wrestling, career longevity requires careful planning, injury management, and adaptability. Rollins' history of knee injuries has undoubtedly influenced how he approaches his schedule, in-ring style, and overall workload. Fans can anticipate that he may adjust certain high-risk maneuvers to minimize strain on his knees while continuing to deliver compelling performances. WWE has, historically, shown flexibility in managing the schedules of top superstars to balance performance expectations with long-term health, and Rollins' situation exemplifies this approach. By implementing strategic rest periods, modifying match types when necessary, and maintaining an intensive physical therapy regimen, Rollins positions himself to remain a top-tier performer for years to come, ensuring that his legacy is defined not by setbacks, but by his extraordinary ability to overcome them. Financially, injuries of the magnitude Rollins has endured also carry implications for future earnings potential, merchandising opportunities, and contractual negotiations. While specific financial details are private, it is widely understood in the wrestling industry that long-term health directly impacts a performer's capacity to earn, both in terms of in-ring appearances and broader business ventures. Rollins' careful management of his injuries thus reflects both a professional commitment to his craft and a strategic approach to preserving his long-term financial stability. This blend of athletic dedication and pragmatic foresight highlights the complexity of life as a top-level professional wrestler, where decisions in the ring can have lasting consequences, both physically and economically. Lessons in perseverance and dedication. Seth Rollins' career is a masterclass in perseverance, illustrating that setbacks, no matter how severe, can be met with courage, strategic planning, and unwavering commitment. Each injury, from the catastrophic knee tear in 2015 to the chronic issues in recent years, has been met with a methodical approach to recovery, demonstrating a profound understanding of his body, his profession, and his long-term goals. Rollins embodies the principle that resilience is not the absence of adversity, but the consistent effort to rise above it. Moreover, Rollins' ability to manage both the physical and mental aspects of his journey serves as an inspiring example to fans and aspiring athletes alike. His career emphasizes the importance of seeking appropriate medical care, adhering to rehabilitation protocols, leaning on a support system, and balancing ambition with realistic self-care. In a profession where the spotlight is constant and the margin for error is small, his story highlights the delicate equilibrium between personal well-being and professional aspiration. What the future holds for Seth Rollins. Looking ahead, Rollins' trajectory will likely continue to reflect a combination of careful injury management, calculated in-ring adaptation, and a dedication to delivering memorable performances. While the risk of further injuries is always present in professional wrestling, Rollins' experience, medical support, and strategic approach to his career suggest that he will continue to compete at an elite level for years to come. Fans can expect him to adjust certain aspects of his style, implement rest periods when necessary, and leverage his knowledge and experience to remain a central figure in WWE storylines. The broader lesson of Rollins' journey is that a career is not solely defined by setbacks or injuries, but by the response to them. His story is a testament to resilience, passion, and the unwavering pursuit of excellence in the face of physical and emotional adversity. Rollins' ability to balance performance expectations, health considerations, and long-term career planning reflects both maturity and a profound respect for his craft, ensuring that he continues to inspire fans while protecting his well-being.